Here, Chaz from the Berg Wilson, Leaguer, the Watch Lounge. That's Chris, Peter C. Floridian's here. All right. Yeah, if you guys are chiming in, excuse me. I'm a couple minutes late, but I was like running around trying to get back home and try to get this set up. I have like almost zero prep, so guess we're just gonna kind of wing it. Let's see. Good evening. Stuart's checking in. Top Chef. Calico's wearing his 1953 Invicta. It's not a regular Invicta, it's a 1953. Michael's checking in. Bean Boy's here. Pete, Jack is here. Says he talked to Tom about the SBGN 003. Oh no. Jack might be looking at the Grand Seiko. Floridian says, sounds like I'm drinking water. Dane is here, #1 troll killer. Just drinking my water. Wilson's wearing the blue Pelagos. What am I wearing? Is that a Rolex on the table? No, there's no Rolex on the table. I am wearing this new, I forget what this is, GBD 800. It's a step tracker, and it's, I don't know. I don't think it's very good at tracking my steps. I didn't really set it up. It says I did 5,900 today. I don't think I even did that. I think it picks up some of the steps like from bouncing around driving in the vehicle, but this thing's really comfortable and it's only $100. Let's see. We got some cool watches in the chat. Eric's wearing an Omega Aquaterra, earlier model. Bean Boy's rocking a Steel Dive Tuna. Let's see. Nefarian's wearing the Maroon Master. Floridian wore the Tracer. Dane's got caught wearing a Zelos. Shocker, right? Chris with a $1.99 super chat. Just because. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Clayton from the Watchdog podcast that doesn't post podcast. You might have to change your username if you're not podcasting. Or you could start posting again. Just a thought. Just a thought. Yeah, so I threw out a couple watches, few watches. No, the Casio is the Maroon Master. I'm wearing the Aquas and the Orient. Okay. Yeah, the 8-bit Pulsar made it back on the watch meetup we did, which was crazy fun. That was awesome. Looking forward to doing another one of those. I guess Sean, we'll call him Sean. Sean brought this back. He was the last guy on the tour, and I knew we were going to be meeting up soon anyway. So I said, just hit me up with it when you go to the meet. So Calico Basin with a $2.99 super chat. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, Wilson, yeah, crushed it with the picking that. You know what? And that really wasn't even the first pick. But honestly, I'm glad. I'm very happy that we got moved over to that one. That one, I think, worked out perfect for our meet. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, the Yama's back. I'm going to end up doing a giveaway in my Discord group. So somebody in the Discord group's going to end up with that. I'll probably do that soon. Let's see. Yep, Jack's strongly looking at the Grand Seiko, but yeah, be careful. Jack's a serial flipper for sure. He doesn't ever really fully connect with a watch, and with the exception of like a Hamilton, like he always seems to have a Hamilton sitting around. So Calico's asking about the U50, the Zen U50 on the table. So that is, this belongs to Kevin over at Wrong Time Watch. So go check out Kevin's channel, Wrong Time Watch. I've plugged it before, and he's insane amount of content. So this watch actually and the Smiths are both from Kevin, and he, I don't want to say reluctantly. So hey, Matt's here from Rock the Watch. So I don't want to say reluctantly because I've sent watches his way, but loaning out a Zen U50 is not lost on me. Like, this is not a cheap watch, and I really appreciate Kevin trusting me with it and um, sharing it with me. So, is this winding? Yeah, it's winding. Get that second hand to move though. The legibility on these, and I would like to see a U1. I don't think I've ever handled a U1. The U50 might be a little bit small for me, but it's so cool they came out with this model for like most people's wrist are gonna absolutely love this size watch. This thing is an absolute gem from Zen. No, it's not broken. Oh, I see Wilson tagged Detroit. So Detroit Spartans here. So I met him at the meetup as well. Thankfully, him and his wife were able to show up at the meetup, and it was awesome to make that connection as well. So I'll be, if you're still here, Detroit Spartan, I will text you soon. I've just been kind of crazy busy trying to get back in the jam of things. It totally works on my wrist. Like, I could wear this, but I feel like it's more in the category of how the Black Bay 58 is. It totally works on my wrist. Man, this is actually really cool. This and the Black Bay 58 are like the perfect, almost perfect watch for so many wrist size. Um, but I prefer the larger watches. So it is thin. It is really thin. And I know the U1 is definitely thicker than this. This thing's only like 11 millimeter thick. That's impressive, honestly. That is nice. Kevin said he's sending this back to get it repaired. The bezel doesn't line up exactly, so they are going to remedy that, I guess. So like, you can kind of look at, looks like it's just slightly to the left. It's really close, but it's just slightly to the left. And for a nicer watch like that, and the fact that I don't know what they do to fix that. It has to be something in the click spring or however they do that, because the bezel isn't a bezel insert. You can't just like adjust that. So, and then of course he sent over his Smiths. This is the notorious one. If you watch Kevin's channel, this thing has a problem with popping open like on a wrist flex. It feels like it's pretty stout there, but so I'm gonna play with this a little bit. He may have like gotten it way better, but wow, this clasp is jacked. Yeah, the clasp is messed up. So really cool watch for people that like the smaller watches. The Smiths is actually a really good looking watch, and it's probably a decent value. I think they're around $500, but the clasp is not amazing, right? Hey, Larry C with a $10 super chat. Appreciate that very, very much. I'm assuming, is this the same Larry that loaned in the bronze watches, I'm assuming? I have those behind me. I didn't put them out, but let me go grab them. Let me go grab them real quick. Because they've been on the show before, but the Glycine Airman 44 millimeter in bronze, awesome watch. Actually, so many warm tones to this that it actually has me slightly wanting to play around with some bronze watches. And then this is, I originally said it was like a Namoki's case. It's not. It's a Crystal Times case, and it is bronze. I haven't done my research on it yet, but it's not tarnishing or anything like that. It's still kind of shiny, which is kind of cool. So I don't know what the compound is on it, but it's pretty cool. Of course, we have the notice. And, fan favorite here. I think everyone's going to like this, right? Pagani Designs. What do you think? What do you think? A ton of people buy these. I see them all over the place. So this one was loaned in. Yeah, Floridian. That's my new Supreme. I still have the old one. The old one's right here. I just figured I'd switch it up a little bit. Play around. So yeah, in Bean Boy, a lot of people I see a lot of people buy the Pagani Design Daytona. So Pagani Design actually reached out to me via email, and I was a little hesitant at first because I've never messed around with them. And even handling this one, I'm just like, it's a solid enough watch. I'm just turned off by it. I think probably because I own a Seamaster, and I'm like, eh. So, yeah, what did AZ Clayton says? What did Pagani actually design? Interesting question. I think they designed selling watches or something. I don't know. So this one was loaned in, and I'm indifferent on it, but it's actually a pretty well built watch, and I know they're crazy affordable. So for people that just want something to, yeah, helium. That's why it looks weird. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out because there's no ward over here. It's actually a really nice, heavy duty built watch. Like you could wear this and enjoy it for a fraction of a price of anything. The clasp is awesome. The clasp on this is better than a ton of other watches I've handled. That is clean. Well, I mean, $505. Yes, this isn't really an original design. Well, I guess it is original design because Smiths did a thing a long time ago, but Time Factors owns it now. But you know, just about any clasp would work better than what the problems that Kevin has had with that and other people. He's not the only one that's had issue with that. But yeah, check out that clasp. It's actually legit. I like it. And it's got a pretty massive dive extension, which no one ever uses, but it's there. So, I don't know. Pretty cool watch. I'll do a video on that before too long. My thoughts on it. Kevin says, please don't encourage these companies. I'm not encouraging them. If people buy them, that's what's encouraging them. So, I'm just going to show the watch. I don't encourage anybody to buy any of these watches. So I just like to show them all. I like to see them all. I like to show them all. And hopefully other people can see the video and make their own decision. That's what it's all about. Making your own decision because it's your money, it's your journey and all that stuff. But guys, I know we're all like G-Shock Square crazy, but if you want to take a break from a Square and you still want to pick up a G-Shock, seriously, go check out these GBD 800s. This is actually a really nice watch. And the strap is very comfortable. And look how many adjustments there are. Tons of adjustments. And it has these little wings. So I don't regret buying that at all. I don't use it for the steps. Honestly, I didn't even know. When I bought this, I legit didn't even know it was a step tracker. I figured this would be the button for the light. I was actually kind of disappointed that it wasn't the button for the light. The light is up here, which is fine. I just use it for the time. That's it. And you got stopwatch, record something, countdown timer, and then a dual time, and then the alarms. And then you're just back to the regular time. So yeah, it keeps track of your steps down here. It just automatically does it, or you can, I think, trigger it or something. Oh, wait, I don't even have to have that. Perfect. There, now it's a good watch. So, what is today? May 17th of 2021. There's the display I need, and it says Monday up there. I'm good. It's not a step tracker anymore. It is not a step tracker anymore. It is just a good G-Shock. Now I feel like I really won just by hitting a couple buttons. There's another one that has a positive display that has a green inside. I think I'm going to order that one too. So I really like this model. I haven't connected with a non G-Shock Square in a long time. Oh, are we battling about homage and fake and all that stuff? It doesn't matter, guys. They're just watches. If the only thing in life that is upsetting you is somebody else copying somebody else's design, then I think your life is actually really good. You must have everything sorted out. So I'm very proud of you. I'm happy for you. And if that's the time and energy that you have to be able to put towards, trying to knock down another brand for doing something that you don't agree with, then kudos for you for getting your entire life sorted out. Good job. Let's see. I haven't been reading all the comments, guys. I'm sorry. First world problems. We don't, yeah, Chris, right? Let's see. Wilson's agreeing with Detroit Spartan. I missed what he said. Those AE 1500s. Oh, let me go grab that. Hold on. I'll go grab that. All right. So what did he say? The AE 1500. You just did a video coming out of the hotness. By the way, I ordered all three today. Haha, nice, nice. So this one is actually again a really cool watch. Too big for me, I feel, but look at the legibility on that. Casio usually doesn't do that large of a display. You usually see that on like a Timex or a Sunto or something like that. That is well done. And size wise, I mean, it's not. I can wear it. It's fine. But I prefer the a little bit smaller ones, smaller watches. But you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. I could wear that. And this was a gift too, so I'm digging it. It's super lightweight. This would be a really good yard watch, or yeah, it's a big boy, but I mean it's basically a G-Shock for like 20 bucks. I mean, I know it doesn't have the absolute pedigree that a G-Shock has, but it is really close. It is really close. Oh, you scratched your G-Shock square crystal. So you can change out those crystals. I know my buddy Billy Bob actually has been changing out, pressing out those crystals. I've never tried it. Maybe I should try it, but I've never done it. But it's totally doable. Depending on what model you have, obviously, like if I were to scratch, I don't know if anybody makes sapphire ones or if the sapphire from the titanium one will transfer over, but this one I shouldn't be able to scratch really unless I try super hard, but because this one's sapphire, but this one, the Bling Master, is not. So if I were to scratch this crystal, I would kind of be bummed. So I would probably try to fix it or something. It would be cool if they did the sapphire crystals in all the metals, whether it be titanium or steel. That would be awesome. Rescue Toast said he just picked up the ProTrek PRG 650Y. That's, man, I love that. That is my favorite one. William Carey's checking in. Let's see, we got a bunch of conversations going on here. You can only have one watch. What would it be for all purposes? I don't know. If I'm using Logic, I would probably wear just like a resin G-Shock square. Please give us the lug-to-lug on the Casio square. I want one, but not sure of the size. Depending on what model, they do vary a little bit. And depending on where you're going to take your measurement from, I've done this on quite a few videos, but if I exclude the bracelet and I just measure the extremities of the absolute case, which really isn't even fair, it's like 49.5. Now, if you measure like kind of more like where a lot of watches get measured from, you'd say it's probably closer to like 48, maybe 48.5 top. But again, they wear different than some of their dimensions. You can ask around. When it comes to G-Shock squares, you're going to find that, I don't know what your wrist size is, but you're going to find that they're going to fit a ton of different wrist size across the board. So here it is on my 7.25, and this is the metal one, which is going to kind of flow out a little bit more. I guess the resin ones are similar. So like if you go, so like if you go with the resin ones, it's probably similar. And then they have these ones where they have the fabric. They all wear so good on your wrist. You're not going to have any problems. Calico Basin is having a drink for me. It looks like I'm not drinking for now. I did have at the meet after the watch meet we did when I went back to Craig and Heidi's place. Craig and I stayed up a little bit late and we sampled a couple tequilas, but we didn't like drink, you know what I mean? We just sampled a couple, like it didn't even do anything. So that was the only drink I've had in like a month. So, and now I'm taking another break. It'll be a long time. Yeah, the Bob Marley G-Shock. Wilson says he's not a fan of the NASA. You're not a fan of NASA in general? They do space travel and stuff. Oh, you mean the G-Shock. Yeah, honestly, completely honest, neither am I. 100%. This would not be a colorway other than the fact that it's hyped. It's a 40th anniversary and stuff like that. It's just hype. It's just, otherwise I would have never bought this. This is not, if you look at the G-Shock squares I have, I buy the ones that I really like, and this one would not have made the cut, but it's just because of the hype around it. I picked it up for the channel, and then I don't know if I'll keep it or not. It depends on what mood I'm in. You know, I buy like the ones that I actually connect with, like these, and I have like a cool white and yellow one, and then of course the metal ones. Yeah, I got a couple. I have like 3 or 4 all white ones. I do like those. Let's see. Looks like a gift shop. Yeah, Craig. I don't know why they did the black. It's just they had to mix it up, I guess. They couldn't put out like the exact same thing. Although I really think they could have. They could have done the white case on it and then did the red trim. All right. You want to talk about the High Life? I have to say, I really, until this watch came in from Mimo, Mimo sent it in, until he sent this in and I checked it out, as soon as I opened it up and checked it out, I was like, I am a fan. Oh, Chris, that would be cool. They need to do a SpaceX. That would be really cool. I would buy that. But anyway, the Frederique Constant, or the FC, whatever you want to call it, High Life. This is the COSC Solita version, and it is legit impressive. I really, really like this watch to the point where I might actually pick one of these up from Mimo. That I would offer to buy this one, but like he wants to keep this one, and I'm supposed to send it over to Bruce, so I'll wait. But they do have like a white or silver dial one. I think I would still go for the blue dial. This thing has been so dynamic. Yeah. It has that nice rounded case, so it almost kind of looks like a Oyster Perpetual type case or something, but then it has the integrated bracelet, and it has a strap that comes with it, and it's also quick connect, so you can just pop that thing on there, and the strap is really nice too. I mean, that would change the look of it big time. Yeah, Wilson said I should wait for the Cermet. I thought about it. I'm definitely broke right now, but I think I can move a couple of pieces, and then I could probably place a Cermet in the watch collection. I could probably do that. It would have to be a few months though. It'd have to be a little while. Calico said he tried one and just didn't feel it, and that's my concern with this, is because it's a little dressy, but it's definitely a sport dressy. So I mean, I can pull it off. I wore it for a day so far because Mimo let me size it up and everything, but it's crazy comfortable on my wrist. Nice taper. Actually, I was able to size it perfect, and it feels so good on wrist. It's so thin, and it's totally different than anything else I have in the collection. Because even like the Aquaterra, the Aquaterra I think is, well, not think, it's definitely more sporty than the FC. The FC dances that line between dress and sport. Let's see. I want to set this here maybe so I don't scratch the side. Yeah, it wants to lay flat anyway. Yeah. Tennessee Mike says the FC compared to the CW, way better. So for example, this FC High Life is, I think, like 2,000 retail, and Calico with another big super chat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Wilson says, don't worry about the Cermet. It'll be at least a year unless Detroit Spartan hooks it up. Well, I mean, I'll talk to you guys. I'm not in a rush anyway, because whatever I do end up buying, if I buy something like that, it would be a keeper for sure, because I'm not gonna waste that opportunity or anything like that. So Mitchell Holt is checking in. Okay, so SVT Stang says, what do I think of the blue FC versus the Tissot PRX Powermatic? Now, I haven't handled any of the PRX, the Quartz or the Powermatic, but I'm like legit telling you that FC is very premium feeling, and they take a hit on the used market. So you can probably even get a deal on the used market, or you can buy brand new AD from like Mimo or something, and I'm sure you get some sort of discount. So you're not even going to pay full retail, which is obviously good. But even if you had to pay full retail on it, I think it's legit a $2,000 watch. Calico's asking about the Huckberry Zodiac. Where did that go? I think, did that go to Max? I can't remember that. I think I shipped that out of the country. Have I got my hand on an Axios? I've handled the Axios before. So Designs is asking what's the story behind the Cermet. So at the meet, there was one guy local to the area that brought some really good Rolex watches, and there was a Cermet there, and it was way more impressive. They're all impressive, right? But I really liked it. I really liked it. So I haven't worn or tried on a sub in a while, a Rolex sub, and every time I do, I've always thought they're really good. But that new one with the, I guess, non-maxi case, the 41 millimeter case, is even better. It's way better. Like, I would easily go for pretty much any 41 new model sub. The Cermet would probably be my first pick, but it's almost level with like a no date. If I could just do a no date sub, I would be 100% content with that as well. I don't even like talking about it because Calico says, forget about the sub, just get the 53. Yeah, I don't even like talking about it because I'm not ready. Han says Hulk beats the Cermet. I don't know. I like the contrast of the green bezel and then the black dial. Like with the all green, I think that works for so many people, and I agree with you. You would really love it. You know, a lot of people love the Hulk over it, but like I said, I 100% prefer the new case over the maxi case. 100%. And even if they were to have a current Hulk, I would probably still go for the Cermet. I don't know. It just looks cool. I mean, I wish there was a new model sub that nobody liked, because I would probably get that one. But there isn't a sub that nobody likes. Han says there's no point in the bezel. I think that's why I like it, because it doesn't make any sense. Why would they put a green bezel on that watch? It literally, all it does is just creates another model. For what? And that makes me kind of want it. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I'll be waiting forever for a sub that nobody likes. Chaz, good point. Any sub is better than no sub. Well, I mean, I've been avoiding messing around with Rolex again, but we'll see. When I'm in the presence of them, I get tempted by them. So that's the issue with them. I have not worn this in a while, guys. It's not good when I don't wear one of my more expensive watches in a while. It's not good. I'm telling you, it is not good. I need to get this thing on wrist. Ooh, Craig. Maybe no one would like that. We need the Hulk dial with a black bezel. Yeah. Maybe nobody will like that sub. Let's see. Design said he had the opportunity. Here was a Hulk next to a no date, so he had his pick back in the day, and he took the no date. The no date is just so clean. I think I'm with you, Design. Like, if I had the opportunity and there was a no date and a Cermet like right next to each other, oh man, I don't know what I would do. I think I would have to be there in that situation and have that opportunity, because I was about to say that I would take the no date, but I don't know. I don't know if I would. Quinn says I need some more Daniel Wellington reviews. I'll see what I can drum up. Hulk dial, purple bezel, match the pants. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh man, let's see. What are we doing here? What are we doing? How about this? How about this? So this is what I've been thinking about the last couple of days. like really, really actually pare down, right? What if I had the Seamaster, the Super Ocean, and then a sub right here, and I just had like those three watches? What if that would be a thing? Joe says the Palm From sub, the Palm From sub. People would still gobble it up. Yeah. Oh, they need a. Navarian says bye bye Aquaterra. It could happen. It could happen. I'm gonna wear it a little bit. It could happen. We need a white dial sub. Jack, yes, we need a white dial sub. That's what I need. Oh well. It's probably not going to happen anyway. Kevin says he'd keep the Aquaterra. Well, make me an offer, Kevin. No, I'm just kidding. No, I still haven't given the Aquaterra all of its love that I need to. I need to wear it more, but I don't know. It's really cool. I really like it. I'm good with it right now. But if I were going to sell out of the three more expensive watches I have, the Aquaterra would be the first one to go. Straight up. Not that it's not for sale, it's not going or anything like that. But for now, I need to wear it. Maybe I'll wear it to work tomorrow. Let's see. I take the Super Ocean all day. I wore this actually that whole trip. You can ask any of the guys in there. Calico Basin's calling me out. I just need to wear it for a day. I usually go on a 3-day rotation, and I was already in a rotation with the Breitling Super Ocean, so I'm surprised the power reserve died because I wore the FC, I guess, on Sunday. But I wore this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I wore it all through the meet, and I really like this watch. I'm digging it. I'm kind of curious to see. Now it's a brushed case, so the case is going to hold up pretty good other than the side, but I don't even really see any scratches there. So yeah, I'm digging this watch. I like the wing logo and the white and the cartoony look and everything like that. So I don't even think they had one of these at the authorized dealer we were at. They had the orange one, but I don't know if they had the white one. Chaz says he knows a lot of people that have bought the Aquaterra. Not one of them have kept it in long term. It's a great watch, though, for sure. Interesting. Chris says, speaking of the white dial, what happened to the Hamilton Chrono? Flipped it. Have it on blue rubber and pin and buckle. If I could get a deal on the Aquaterra, that would probably be my first pick. Good only watch. Jack, I agree. I'm actually very happy and content with my collection right now. I have the new, I'll show this one. So I have the new Trans Trixie G-Shock titanium on the way. So it has it's all titanium and it has the polished gold and then it has the multicolored links. But I don't know what FedEx is doing. I got it through Watch Gauge, and his shipping was crazy fast and everything. But they tried to drop it off at a business address I use. They tried to drop it off on Sunday. Like, why does FedEx do that? And then they were supposed to deliver it today, and they didn't even attempt, as far as I know. It never got delivered today. So I don't know if it's going to end up getting sent back to the original shipper. So I don't know what FedEx is doing, but they're burning a bridge with me. I don't have that problem with USPS. I know a lot of people have a problem with USPS, but I do not have that problem with them. So, and I've had more and more issues with FedEx, and I was using them for a while, and now I'm kind of getting away from them. So I'm bummed out. I should have my Trans Trixie right now. It should be in my hands. I should be showing it to you right now. I'm kind of really bummed out. You guys are calling out FedEx. Yeah, they're probably not going to deliver it. It's probably going to end up going back. It's probably going to go back, and then it's going to have to get shipped again. It's freaking stupid. But not like I need another watch, but I wanted that one. I wanted to see it. Everyone else is getting it. There's no videos yet of it. So hopefully John at the Watch Gauge is going to post the unboxing. I told him to post it up. So But I still got my regular. FedEx is out of gas. Heard they're merging with UPS. No way. If anything happened to FedEx, it'd probably be like Amazon buy them out or something to take their logistics. Yeah. Fed ups. Oh, yeah. Okay. We got a comedian. Let's see. FedEx lost a NASA G-Shock a week ago and finally delivered it today. So it's not really lost. It was just delayed. Whenever that happens with a watch, I always just kind of visualize like the delivery guy like knows what's in the box or something and like took it out and just wore it for a week and stuffed it back in the box and then dropped it off. That would actually be kind of cool. I would be okay with that if the delivery guy actually was like, oh, another package to Random Rob. I'm just going to go ahead and delay that for a week and wear that. So that would be kind of fun. Let's see. Is it Flavio checking in from Brazil? Roman uses FedEx, never had any problems when he sends me pieces. And really, the problem wasn't. I think they did the package. It was a 2-day air from FedEx, and they did it in 2 days, but it landed on Sunday. Who delivers Sunday to a business? I've been at home, and FedEx has delivered to my home. That's a little more likely that somebody might actually be home. But why are they delivering on Sunday anyway? Don't do that. No one is expecting packages on Sunday. Hey, Richard from Saltzman's is here. Thanks for chiming in. Alpine Dream C4S. That's cool. Glad you made it into the chat. Oh, Dane. Yeah, don't get me started on DHL. They probably work great overseas, but like a lot of these micro brands, they want to give me like a label for DHL to send back to them, and DHL does not pick up here. They're nowhere near where I live. So I'm like, don't do that. Like, just give me the address, let me ship it, and then you reimburse me the cost or something. Yes, Richard is the man over at Saltzman's. He will give you the hookup. So for your Breitling and Oris and man, there's so many brands. So yes, Chaz picked up his Super Ocean from Richard. Yeah. So definitely good. 100% approved. And Saltzman's has been working. You guys remember back in the day, Saltzman's was the one that was working with TGV back in the day. So they've been involved in new media or YouTubers for a long time. They've been supporting the watch hobby for a very long time. And that's not lost on me. That resonates with me, just like Mimo has, and a bunch of other companies. I could go on and on, I'm sure, but let's see. Yep, Craig picked up his Hulk Aquas, which is an awesome watch. He wore that while we were down there. Let's see. Reading some comments. AJ picked up a Chronomat from Richard. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's good to see you guys actually using Saltzman's. That's awesome. Design wants Richard to send some pieces over to Aruba. How does that work, man? I thought you said it was kind of a pain, like with the fees and stuff, like the import fees and stuff. Because I would send you some watches, but I think it's a pain in the butt. So the Zen, yeah, Troy, the Zen is very polarizing. It is, and really, it is such a well built watch. It is very, very nice watch. I really want to see a U1. I know one guy that has a U1 right now, but he's in the honeymoon phase with it, so I'm not even gonna ask. At some point, he will offer to send it in, but he's honeymooning right now. I'm not even gonna ask at all. That's not fair. When somebody's in the honeymoon phase of their watch, just leave them alone, man. They got to do their thing. Hold it next to the Damasco. You sure you want to do that? The Damasco is gonna win. Let me grab it. Shout out to Rich. Wait, so Chris super chats me $2.99. Thank you. And then gives a shout out to Richard at Saltzman's. That's fun. So yeah, Damasco, Zen. These are the two that really compete with one another, but I want to tell you guys something. Craig turned me on to another brand, and I emailed him today. And even if they don't end up emailing me back and working with me, I'm buying one. Is Dekla. Dekla, Dekla, and they make a 6 steel. So the steel is basically similar to these. It's like basically you're not going to scratch it, and then it's like a la carte. You can like totally customize the watch. Jody from Just One More Watch did a very nice extensive video on it too. Oh, you want this one there? Little shake, it'll run. So yeah, the white Damasco is awesome. I've even toyed with selling this one a few times, but every time I pick it up and handle it, I'm like, there's no way I'm selling it. This thing is just too dang cool. And so now I'm thinking I want to add a Dekla, kind of like the reverse of this. Instead of a white dial or a lume dial, which they don't do, but they do killer lume on their black dials. So I think I'm going to do, there's 2 of them that I'm looking at from Dekla. And they're very similar in case, size, and shape and everything. But I'll probably go with a 40 because I think the 42 might be a little bit too big. I think I'm going to do the 40, and then I'm going to do with some of the numbers. So, and I think I'm going to do the same thing Jody did. I'm going to see if he can print my logo down here. I think I'm going to see if he can do it. It'll probably be all white and it won't be loomed, but if he can print my logo down here on one of those, I forget what the model's called, then I think I want to do it. I think it'll look sharp. I know he has the red. Craig says dibs if I do a 42. Maybe I'll get a 40 and a 42 so we can actually see side by side, nice size comparison. Hopefully he can source an orange arm for me or a seconds hand. I want the orange. That's what I want. I want the Dekla with my logo, and I want the orange seconds hand. The other one he has is kind of similar to like a Panerai, and it has a hand wind movement in it. And they're all affordable, guys. They're like $500, $600, depending on how you spec it. I think I want to get the Panerai looking one too. Yeah, we could do it as a Discord watch or something. I could talk to him about building a few of them. Maybe get a group buy deal or something if you guys wanted to go into that. So, see, Michael said he used Dekla for a Flieger Type B with a blue dial, about 60% of Stova. And Stova is awesome, but yeah, Ken, no problem, man. We're still kicking it here. You're late checking in from Pittsburgh, but we're still doing it. So, oh, it takes time to get. I actually kind of dig that about it, Michael. I actually dig that because what is it, like 4 to 6 weeks from the build it? That means he's building your watch. How cool is that? It's not like you just ordered a Damasco DA37 and they just pull the box off the shelf and ship it to you. There's a little more romance in it when you're like, all right, I want this handset, I want this dial, I want the 6 steel case, and it's like you placed an order at a bistro or a custom restaurant. What is it called? A turbulence. And you have all your ingredients, and the master watchmaker takes it and he goes and sits down, grabs the parts, and puts your watch together. You got to wait your turn because everybody else digs it too. Michael says he thinks Stova makes a better watch, but not twice as good, and I got an ETA movement. Yeah. So you have diminishing returns with a lot of these brands, and we're all looking for the max value in any category, and then you have to decide if, oh, Craig, I'm totally getting the orange seconds hand. Oh, I'm excited now. I might not even wait for his email. I might just order one anyway. So yeah, so we're waiting. We're all looking for that absolute best value for the product. Because you can buy, if you're just looking for less expensive, you can go pick up a Pagani or something, or an Invicta or whatever. Like you can get a cheap watch that's really good. I'm talking about all the factors combined in the best value. That's what we're after. And then there's diminishing return of the ones that are above. Yes, Mr. Bradley. Dekla actually makes a ton of their parts inside too. They make some of their hands even, and their dials, and they print them and all that stuff. Calico says there's no Seiko on the table. Times are changing. All right, so should I put out a bone stock Seiko or a mod Seiko? I haven't worn a Seiko in a while. Jersey says Waltham is launching a new model soon. I'm not even familiar with that brand. First automatic Seiko diver I bought, SKX011. This one, I long since sold that and have bought probably 3 or 4 more and sold that. But this one, my buddy Jack gifted me. So this one is special on multiple levels. It's the first model that I had. It is a gift, and I swapped it into a Namoki's titanium case. I love titanium. So yeah, this watch is awesome. I love it. It's super comfortable. I love it on the green strap. Let's see. Craig says 694, is that euro or pounds? I don't know. Total with upgraded case to 6 steel with choice of seconds hand color. So I don't know what that adds up to, but yeah, worth it. It's totally worth it because the case material is ridiculous. You're not going to scratch it, so it's going to look new forever. And then it's custom built for me, right? I don't know how much it costs for him to print my logo on the dial, but I'm gonna do that too, I think, because then I won't be able to sell it, right? I think Jody's onto something. If all the watches you bought, you had to engrave your name somewhere on it somehow, which made it like basically so you couldn't sell it. You would probably be a little more careful in what watches you bought. Maybe we should be buying watches as if it is a lifetime watch, like you cannot sell it. All of us in this chat would probably slow way down in buying watches because we buy them knowing that I could sell this tomorrow, no problem. But if it was personalized, you're not going to be able to do that. Yeah, unless it's a Rolex. If it's a Rolex, it's still fine. Then you still get a pass. Rolex is a commodity. I don't know. They can't really screw up at this point. Get a face printed on the dial like that Beach's watch from Spy. Yeah. Yeah, Chaz says he would have a lot of watches. SVT, see, he's one of those guys. I know quite a few actually that buy to keep, and SVT buys to keep. Yeah, so some of them just keep, man. Watch marriage. Yeah, Jack, it'd be a watch marriage. You enter into holy matrimony with your watch every time you buy one. If you treated it like that, like you cannot break up with the watch. Yeah, I would have like not very many watches because I would be buying different. Oh man, I need a drink of water. All right, what are we doing here? Green and orange. I got to see that. Yeah, the green and orange is cool. Dane says he shouldn't keep as many as he does. I don't know, man. Your collection is pretty wild. It's crazy, crazy diverse, too. Yeah, this one is awesome. Calico, I would actually consider touring this watch, but I'm too connected with it, so I don't even really want to like loan it out or anything like that. I would probably loan it to Jack. That's about it, which I did loan it to him. So if Jack ever wanted to use it or something, all he'd have to do is say, hey, can you send me that real quick? I'd send it to him, no problem, and then he could wear it. But yeah, it's a gift watch. It's too special to me, and I've sold too many gift watches. I felt bad about some of them. That one I don't. Shake it. Shake it. And it has the 7S. Look at how little shake it takes for it to get to running. And it does have the 7S in it. So it's a complete bone stock Seiko swap into a titanium case. You're afraid to scratch. It doesn't. What are you going to scratch? You're going to scratch the case? I'll just buy another case. You're going to scratch the crystal? I'll put a sapphire in it. It's all essentially replaceable. I mean, even if this bezel got scratched, it would actually look pretty cool, I think. So it's all replaceable. Let's see. I can't believe Dane recently sold one of his Zelos. Occasionally, Dane will sell a Zelos. He sent me at least 2, maybe 3 or so. I can't remember. He's sent some Zelos to me and sold them. Joe says it lines up. Well, it lines up because I assembled it. It mostly lines up. It might not line up perfect. It lines up pretty good. Some of these watches, it depends on what angle you're looking at it too. But it doesn't line up. Look at it. It doesn't line up. Look at that down there. That's way off. It's a real Seiko. This would easily pass as a real Seiko. Look how bad that is. Let's see. When is the Rob tour coming? The Rob tour? I don't know. Not the chapter. It was actually pretty decent out of the box. Yeah, it was, and then I screwed it up. I do that. I'm not very good at modding. Let's see. When is the Rob tour coming to New Jersey? Oh, man, I would love to get over to New Jersey area, or maybe even NYC or something. I don't know, because I'd like to meet up with Homer, and I'm sure there's a ton of other people in the area. Calico says Vegas next. That's a pretty strong possibility. I don't want to go there in the summer. I don't think Vegas in the summer is a good idea. So maybe in the fall, because my parents moved out to, Mike is in Jersey. It's easier for me to go east because I can drive pretty easily. I don't really want to drive to Vegas, so I'd have to fly. And Wilson says Vegas in the summer is the best. I've been to Vegas in the summer probably 3 times. You definitely turn into a night owl. You kind of stay inside during the day and then just go out at night. So, yeah. In Texas, yeah, the dry. I'm totally fine with the heat, man. I love the heat. I don't care if it's humid or dry or whatever. I love the heat. Back to Florida, that's a possibility. I have to decide. I have to choose because I can't go everywhere. But my next trip is actually probably going to be, hopefully, towards the end of summer. I might try to blast down to the Tennessee Smoky Mountains area and meet up with a few people there, but mostly kind of a mini vacation with my family before my son goes back to college and my daughter goes back to school and stuff. But then after that, once we get deeper into the fall, I probably will actually fly out to Vegas and do a little meetup, and then I need to get over to visit my folks who moved to Mesquite, Nevada. So, and if I do that, if I can spend enough time, I may be able to get out to Vegas, go over see them at Mesquite, and then it would be cool to make it up to Salt Lake City because I want to meet up with Jiro and Bruce, but maybe they can come down because I'm only one person. I can't just travel a ton. I don't have that kind of capability. So Chris has said Chris from the Watch Lounge says he's going to go over to Philly. Yeah, there's a ton of places I want to go, and as things start to open up more and more, I'm gonna try to get out more. But let's see. Brian says thoughts on buying the Laurier Gemini with the Seagull movement or saving for the Valjoux. Is that so? Both those movements are offered in that one. I guess I didn't realize that. Personally, I think I would be fine with the Seagull. I think that watch is good with the Seagull. Do a cruise? I don't think I could do a cruise. My Seiko timers are out of sync. I actually did try when I was setting that up. I did try to sync it, but it seems like I'm always trying to set clocks and watches and stuff, and I'll try to sync them, but it's like a horrible time to do it. I don't have enough time to do it, and these ones were a little tricky to try to get set. So I'm obviously they're off, but one of them is closer to being right. Both of them are wrong. Let's see. Chris says Jorge will be down there next month. So he must be going on a little trip. That's cool. I'd like to meet up with Jorge too. I blame Jorge for not meeting up with me. I went to Chicago and he had every opportunity to meet up with me, and he chose his daughters over meeting up with me. So that's on him. That's his fault. Guys, I quick set everything. I don't set anything to the atomic clock. I stopped doing that a long time ago. The only things that are actually accurate, they have to be linked to my Bluetooth or, atomic time or something like that. Other than that, short of these guys, none of my watches are right. I don't set them that way. I stopped doing that probably at least 2 or 3 years ago. I don't do that because I wear them for 3 days, and even in that, Jorge's in timeout. No, no, Jorge's my bro. Like, I would love to meet up with him, but I'm not going to Chicago anytime soon. I'm done with Chicago for a little while. Oh, Floridian, that's a cool idea. I should gather up all, Floridian said I should gather up all my postcards and like pick them out of a hat or something and then go there. The problem with that is I have some from some like really crazy places. Of course, there's Aruba, right? We have Chicago. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Australia up here. Like, I'm not going to rip over to Australia. Hawaii would be cool. I've never been there. I don't even know where this place is. I have no idea where that is. In Malaysia, I'm not going to Malaysia. So, you know, Yorkshire, Brisbane, you know, those are places I really can't go to. Belgrade, is that what it is? You know, Fort Myer, I could go there. You know, there's some places it would be very difficult for me to get to. The pointer hand's out. The pointer hand is just magical, man. It just makes everything easy. Hey Chaz, got my own problems with UGA and comps. Let's see. Love the pointer. Creepy finger time. Man, I don't even know where I picked this up. It says learning resources on it. I don't know where the heck that came from, but it's got like these star glitters in the handle, so you know it's magical. But I've had this thing for a while. I used to use it even when I was doing some car pictures of things and stuff, so people could see exactly what I was pointing at without actually just pointing at it. It's just easier to identify. Design says, let me know when I'm in Aruba. I don't know if I'll ever make it there. Calico says 80-inch screen finger is scary. Let's see. No finger, doesn't like it. Need a dinosaur chomper hand. That would be cool. Or I could get, you guys ever seen those, they have like finger puppet things that you can put on that's like another hand. So like on every finger you'd have like another hand sticking out. So it looks really trippy. Detroit Spartan. Did I tell everyone you're buying a Cermet, Rob? I think I just expressed interest in it. Oh, I know what it was. I was on Bruce's live stream yesterday, and I think that's probably where I said I expressed interest, on top of the fact that at the meet, I expressed interest in your Cermet, and yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, if I were given the opportunity to buy one, I would probably figure out a way to buy it. You guys are working on me. It won't take much. I've been avoiding because I don't know. I guess I want to stay avoiding because it'll upset the balance, I think, of my collection, because I want fewer watches, and if I go to that level, then I have to go fewer. So like I want fewer, but I don't have to go fewer. Brian's saying the Laurier Seagull is in stock. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, but are they different in thickness? I can't remember. The Seagull hand wind movement Laurier might be thinner than the Valjoux, and that's kind of what I'd be more interested in. If they're both the same thickness, then the Valjoux might be a better choice, because automatic is just easier to wear. But if the Seagull one is thinner and it's in stock, then I would just go for that one. There's nothing wrong with that Seagull movement at all. It's in a ton of watches. I have one out on tour right now. I forget what brand it is, and it has that Seagull in it, and it's totally fine. What is the smaller black dial one next to the, what's the smaller size black dial next to the Zen? Oh, it's the Smiths Everest. I forget the number. Oh, PRS 25, and it's pretty small. This one's on loan from Kevin at Wrong Time Watch, and he was having issues. Well, is having issues with both the customer service and the clasp on this. So the customer service over at Timekeepers or something like that is less than satisfactory, I guess, from what I understand. So he loaned it to me so I can check it out, do a video on it, because it's actually a really cool looking watch. It's way too small for my preference, but the clasp looks and feels like it would be really good, but it won't stay closed for him. And then now I can't even get the thing open. So I don't even know. Yeah, I can't even open the darn thing. So I will get it, but dang, that thing is like really stuck on there. So he had to bend the tab and all that stuff. So open from the back side of the clasp, like I can't, like, no matter what I do, like I can't. I feel like I have to really get rough with it. Or, oh, I see what you're saying. I used it as a leverage point and pulled up from there. That is not how this clasp is designed. That is not supposed to work that way. I guess you could do that, but that is not that's not a valid workaround. Yeah, that's rubbish. So, I mean, if all of the bracelets are that way, then that's bad. On top of that, this, in its third micro adjust here, makes it so this rivet actually rubs against the back side of the clasp. Like it is, that's not a, there's some flaws here for sure. The watch head is probably great. Bracelet is probably fine. I hate the rivets. I've never liked the rivets, whether they're real or fake or not, whatever. I don't like them. And this one interferes with the clasp in its full inboard micro adjust. And then the clasp is basically like you hear it click and it doesn't do anything. Like you got to really push down on it. And then you got to open it from the backside. So if you're okay with that and you spent $500 on the watch and you're okay with that, then good on you. But I wouldn't be. Let's see. The Real to Fly says, hey, any news on the Breitling Select buyout deals? Did you get an offer? I have not. Still, I haven't checked like in the last day or two. But I have not. Oh, yeah. Bruce does such a good job at editing and all that stuff. But I haven't found out like what my discount's going to be, what kind of offers or anything like that. Go the points. I just did make another payment, a monthly payment, like $136. So I think I probably have like what 3,000 Breitling Select points now, like, or squad points. Like, but what does that mean? It could be 3 million points. Like, what do they mean? They don't mean like 3 trillion points. Who cares? Like, what do they mean? What do they get me? Like, we need to know. Donate your points. Yeah. So I could donate the points. I mean, I could donate so many points that are worthless. They don't mean anything. They're like Shroot dollars. If you guys ever watch The Office, Shroot bucks. Like they have no monetary value. They mean nothing at this point. So we have to have, I'm probably, I don't know if I'll buy another Breitling through that program or not. If the squad points are actually legit really good, then I will consider buying something. And maybe that's what they're trying to balance out. Maybe that's what they're trying to figure out. Maybe they don't even really have a full-on plan. But if they get you spring bars, it takes 5,000 squad points and you get Breitling spring bars. So yeah, it's like, yeah, hopefully it's a better deal than that. Let's see, check your account, go to Breitling Select. Yeah, I do all that. I go there and I know what I have and everything, but I don't, unless they updated it, I couldn't figure out like what good do the points do. So hopefully, I haven't gotten notice yet. Hopefully, You know what? I haven't gotten even an email saying that they got the Navitimer back. So hopefully this week I will get the, what did I pick? The Breitling 42 Premier. Yeah, they better not just give me some swag. I don't want swag. I want deals. Nafarian, you got it right. Poop emoji in one hand and points in the other. 50,000 points is a set of steak knives. Yes, I could use a new set of steak knives. It'll only take me a few years at that rate. Let's see. Oh, shoot, we're over an hour. Why you guys let me stick around? I got things to do. I'm out of here. Let's kill the lights. You guys didn't even tell me I was here for an hour. Look at that. Loom. Even the Aquaterra has loom. 65 minutes. I'm sorry to bail on you with short notice, guys, but I legit actually have a ton of stuff to do. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.